guys, it's Samantha from Top Dog Tips, and I'm down on the floor this week to talk to you about Nina Ottosson dog toys. These are not your everyday dog toy, as you can tell from the ones that my girls are using right now. These are puzzle toys for your dogs. These toys are used to help your dog train his or her brain, get them excited mentally, stimulated mentally, instead of just the traditional chew toy. Not that they don't enjoy a game of fetch or a game of tug, because my dogs absolutely do, but this kind of toy entices them to use all of their senses, their sense of smell. They're using their paws, they're using their mouth, they're trying to get these treats out of here. Now you can see Sadie's got one, and I'm hoping she'll be able to pull that out of there, but Chloe's not really helping her. This is, they've used this one's called the Tornado, and they've used this toy quite a few times, so they figured it out pretty well. You can tell Chloe's trying to use her teeth right now to get that piece out, and once they get that out, I will show this to you a little bit more. And then I have another toy to go over and show you as well. But right now, while they're trying to figure this out, I will explain to you that these toys are leveled. So Nina Ottosson makes just regular treat dispensing dog chews. It's going to be things that you've seen more along the line of Kongs. You can put treats in them, and as your dog chews and plays with it, the treats will come out. Sadie just trying so hard. If you see that white piece on the floor, that's the one that's coming out the other side. She's got this one now. And unfortunately for her, Chloe was able to get the treat once she retrieved that. I think you guys got it all. So, okay, here. You guys can build this one now. So this is the Tornado, and as you can tell, all these bone-shaped pieces will align, but they all spin individually, and then inside of them are these little treat holding pockets. One thing I love about these toys is that they are all leveled. So you start out with those treat dispensing toys, the regular ones, and then you're going to move up to a level 1 toy, which I don't currently have, but they're more basic. They're the kinds that your dog's simply easily manipulating. Something like these where it just spins around, or something very simple. Then you're going to move up to a level 2. This dog Tornado is a level 2. So you have the multiple levels of treat dispensing, and then you also, it comes with 3 of these little things. I only used 2 this time, but you put the treat in there and then you cover it up. And once you cover it up, as you could tell, the dogs can turn things pretty quickly. They figured that out after the first time or 2 that we used this. They figured out how to spin it. You can add that extra level of difficulty by then having to have them, they need to scratch, they need to use their teeth, and they need to get those little white pieces out. So you get a level 2 toy, but you can also make it more advanced in itself, which is really great. Specifically for our puppy Sadie, but it is nice for our older dog as well. Now this toy that's down on the floor right now, this is called the Dog Twister, and I will actually I'll try and pull it up from the girls right now. So this has treat dispensing pockets, and you have to slide all these little individual pieces around to get the treats out. This also comes with plugs that you can put in. Sorry girls, you can put in these little holes, and it stops the pieces from shifting. I haven't put any of those plugs in because this is only the second time that my girls have used this, and it's a level 3 toy, so it's a little bit trickier, and they haven't quite grasped that concept yet. Hey, I'll call you right back. So I'm trying to give them a little bit of time to adjust to this one before I start making it harder for them. But as you can see, these toys really engage your dog. Now we have a 7-month-old puppy, and we also have a 5-year-old boxer. Both of our dogs are engaged by these. They will spend lots of time trying to do this. You can tell, especially with the Dog Tornado, they went through that in about 15 minutes. We've used it for a little while before I turned the camera on, so it took the 2 of them together about 15 minutes to get all the treats out of that one. And that's not very much time if you you've got a puppy with a lot of energy, or you want to have something for your dog to do, maybe for a little while you have to run to the store or you're going out or whatever and you want your dog to spend some time. So these toys, and let me grab it for you. They come with a list. This list shows all the toys and the breakdowns of the levels, and on the back there's a very lengthy list of instructions, tips, tricks. You can also find all this information on the Nina Ottosson website, and I love this. I love that the company not only is making these toys that are interactive for dogs, and they're getting you involved with playing with your dogs if you want to. They're giving your dog something to do to mentally stimulate his brain. So that part's really nice, but they're also telling you not only how to use the toy correctly, but how to make it more challenging for your dog and how to get the most out of your money for these toys. That's really huge for me because so many pet parents purchase a toy like this. Maybe it's a puzzle toy, or maybe it's an interactive toy of some kind, and they aren't able to get the most out of it because they don't understand it. They don't understand canine behavior and how they can use these toys to best benefit their dog. So I love this, and every toy that you buy from Nina Ottosson is going to come with the same sheet, and there's all kinds of tips on here. One of the things that she says is to use like a frozen doggy ice cream instead of just little kibble treats like I was using. So you can freeze some wet dog food, freeze some peanut butter, something like that. Use a frozen substance that's going to be harder for them to lick and get out. It's going to take them even longer. There are ways to, like on these little pieces, and the same thing for the little pieces that go with the tornado, you can tie a string through these for dogs that maybe an older dog that mentally isn't as high functioning as like a curious little puppy is going to be. So you can tie strings to these to make it easier for them to pull off. You can also use these for cats, which I think is really cool, and you can do the strings for the cats so that the cats are able to figure this out faster. I have not used this with our cats yet, so I can't vouch for that. However, there are cats that have used this if you look at consumer reviews and have really enjoyed it. So she's going to be grouchy with me for picking that up, but I just wanted to pick it up because she's making so much noise. So anyway, these toys are from Nina Ottosson. You can find her on ninaottosson.com. They are made in Sweden. She's from Sweden. Hey, get down. I knew she was going to be angry that I picked them up. So this is just a really great way to interact with your dog. You can get down on the floor, you can teach them, help them learn to manipulate these toys. You're having fun, they're having fun, and as you can see, like our girls, very soon you're going to have a dog that loves these toys. Sadie loves it when I put these toys on the floor, and so does Chloe. They play with them very well together, and they really enjoy them. So we highly recommend Nina Ottosson toys. Of course, they're more expensive than a traditional dog toy. They're more expensive than a chew toy. They're more expensive than a rope toy. They're more expensive than the traditional treat dispensing toys, which, like I said, she does offer some of those. Sadie, come here. Sorry. She does offer some of the typical treat dispensing toys that look like the Kongs or like the balls that roll around and dispense treats. So there are some products that aren't going to cost you as much, but once you start getting up into these interactive puzzle toys, they are going to cost you more, but look at the fun your dog's having. You can use these forever. Your dog's never going to get sick of it. Now, I can speak from experience that Sadie is a Labrador. She loves to fetch and retrieve. She will never get sick of a tennis ball, and I know that. She will never, ever get tired of a ball. But it's the same repetitive game over and over. Mentally, it's not challenging her. It's not stimulating her. Can I hide the ball? Yes. Can I make it more difficult for her? Absolutely. And we do that. But with these, it's adding a different level of mental stimulation that you're not going to find with any other dog toy. So that really impresses me, and I really like that. So again, they're a little bit more expensive. They're quite a bit more expensive than a traditional rope or chew toy, but you're getting what you pay for with this. These are super beneficial for dogs of every age. Young puppies like Sadie that have a lot of, Sadie, that have a lot of energy, that are so curious, they need that mental stimulation, and they burn off that energy through the mental stimulation, which is great. Obviously, as your dog ages, throughout the years, they're gonna love these toys. And then, of course, you're gonna get to later years where your dog is a senior and he's maybe having some struggles mentally, or he's slowing down, his mental function is slowing down a little bit. So you wanna try as hard as you can to keep him in top mental condition as long as you want. Just the same way that you want to keep your dog in the best physical condition you can, you want to help stimulate them and help them exercise their brain as well. So these are, again, Nina Ottosson toys. The first toy I put down was the dog Tornado, and then the round flat toy was the dog Twister. So if you're looking for those particular toys, but I would highly recommend getting on the website, ninaottosson.com, check it out, check out all the options. Definitely start with something easier, a level 1 toy or maybe a level 2 toy that you can start out really easy and make more challenging. It took me no time, especially with Sadie because she's younger and her natural curiosity took over. But even with Chloe, it did not take very long. I was down on the floor with her for about 15 minutes, getting her used to the Twister, and it only took about 5 minutes to get her used to the Tornado, and she was able to do it herself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you guys enjoy Nina Ottosson toys as much as we do. Come on, Albert. Everybody wants to be in front of the camera today, guys. Sorry. So again, ninaottosson.com. Check them out. If you've tried them, let us know. If you have other puzzle games or puzzle toys for dogs that you've tried, let us know. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, of course, at any time, make sure you comment under this post here on our site, Get Down. Or you can get a hold of us on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. We'd be happy to answer your questions or talk more about these excellent dog toys from ninaottosson.com. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.